Alright, today is adventure day. I've been stuck in the marina for quite some time waiting out some weather and met some fellow boaters, and we've decided to go out and take advantage of a nice 2-day weather window to go explore a little ghost town on Lee Stocking Island. We're not taking my boat, and we're not taking Steve's boat, but he's coming. We're gonna hop back here on Eric's catamaran. I've never sailed a catamaran, so it should be pretty fun. Weather looks pretty perfect. Calm seas, light winds. So we'll enjoy a couple days out on the water.
Bright sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright sunshiny day. Yes, I can make it now. The pain is gone.
It's a beautiful day. Seas are pretty calm. You can see less than a foot waves and swell. There's not a ton of wind, probably about 2 to 3 knots. We put the mainsail up and tried the jib, but we were moving faster than the wind, so we pulled them down. We're just motoring now, heading for some swimming, some snorkeling, some exploration of a little ghost town, and just enjoying being outside, out of the marina. It's hot, sunny, really can't complain. Pretty nice day.
Look around, it's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, it's nothing but blue skies.
The wind finally picked up, so we tried to hoist the sails again. Only this time the mainsail wouldn't go up. Some of the bearings were shot. As anyone who's ever owned a boat knows, there's always something to work on.
There's a tiny little cut behind me, rack heat cut, and Eric has decided to try and squeeze in. We draw about 4.5 feet on this boat, and it's about 25 feet wide, so it's gonna be tight. Behind me, the different colors of the water. It looks like this light blue over here is the sandbar, and then there's some more light color over here on the other side. We're gonna try and stay in the darker water, come into the channel, hopefully not run aground. The colors are pretty fantastic. This probably doesn't do them justice. And there's definitely a little sight navigating here with all this shifting sand and sandbar. If I were to get my own beach, little private island, that would probably be it. Lots of palm trees, white sand, completely secluded, pretty sweet.
The whole Exuma chain is really beautiful. It's one of those places that you just end up shooting way too many pictures and way too much video.
Heart like a monster, make my legs shake every time that I kiss her. Hey baby girl, I wanna tell you how much I love you. The reason why I'm here, I think it's time I thank you. Oh, I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. It's gone.
It was finally time to drop anchor. I sped this up a bit because 200 feet of chain takes quite a while to lower. Not everyone does it, but I personally like to dive on the anchor chain to make sure it sets properly. I might be a little bit paranoid about losing my anchorage. It's always surprising how anchoring in the Bahamas is such a shallow experience. I startled this little stingray. He was sleeping right by the anchor chain.
It's gonna be a bright sunshine. Nice, one take.
So we took the boat to Stocking Island, and right behind me is one of the buildings of the abandoned Marine Institute, a research facility that was in operation for about 50 years, and I guess they lost funding and just kind of left everything. There's a bunch of old buildings, some old docks. We're gonna explore. Apparently it's kind of like a ghost town. See what else we can find. It's a really cool spot, beautiful water, beautiful scenery, lots of palm trees. Pretty sad that no one's here using it. But maybe someone can resurrect it at some point. Right? It wouldn't be a bad job to be stuck here.
Nibbling on
Oh
sponge
man,
cake,
this truck has been busted up. Look at the back window.
watching the sun bake.
Completely shattered.
All of those tourists covered in oil. We're strumming our 6 strings on the front porch swing. You smell those shrimp, they're beginning to boil. Bubble, bubble, bubble.
So they seem to have left this place without much warning. It kind of looks like one day they just said time to go, pick up, and head out. It's clearly been taken over by animals. It kind of smells, and some windows have been broken, but there are still some signs of, you know, procedures, repairs that needed to get done.
Searching for my lost sugar salt. Some people claim there's a woman to blame. Now I know it's nobody's fault. Don't know the reason. Stay there all season. Nothing to show but a brand new tattoo. But it's so real.
We walked to the other side of the island, and there's this incredible little private beach here right behind me. White sand, clear water, no one around. So we're gonna go for a little dip and then continue our walk and exploring. Pretty fantastic.
Those maple reefer cuties. Over the year, Peter's played for a few. Wasted away again in Margaritaville. Searching.
Yesterday we were the second boat in this anchorage. Today it seems to have filled up quite a bit. There's probably 6 or 8 other boats. So we're gonna pick up anchor, move down about a mile, find some other beaches, and then relax for the rest of the day.
We hopped in the Zodiac and went to explore some of the other islands. We found a tiny little river inlet, so we had to go check it out. It got too shallow a couple of times, so while the guys lugged the dinghy up the river, I took a few minutes to work on my Instagram pictures. Eventually, we found ourselves in a huge lagoon. They used to have a salt collecting foundry here, but it was abandoned quite a while ago. We headed back out the inlet to the sea and continued on to another island. This one was home to hundreds of iguanas.
It's like this in Thailand where it's monkeys and they dump all over you. But there's wow.
Cruising the gift shops.
We found a little island,
Checking out
a little
Chiquitas
key
down by
with
the
some
shore.
huge iguana lizards up here. We're gonna go check them out.
They dream about weight loss, which could be their own fault. Those 3-day vacations that come such a bore. We stayed away again in Margaritaville.
Found a new anchorage. We're the only boat there, all the way out there. Some good little rocks and palm trees, a nice little beach. We're gonna go for a walk, try and find the other side of the island and maybe climb Perry's Peak. So I've been hiking along this island for about an hour, and there's all these little incredible coves like the ones behind me. Some with sand, some good swimming spots. Lots of incredible rock formations, beautiful water. Just trying to find the right one to jump in for a swim.
I was so excited when I found a blowhole in the rocks, but since the ocean is so calm today, it was more of a gurgle hole. This is an incredibly rare day when the Atlantic Ocean is sleeping. There are only a few days out of the year that the water on this side of the island is this calm and swimming pool clear. It's pretty fantastic.
Now I think gotta be some woman's fault. I blew out my flip-flop. I stepped on a pop dog. Cut my heel, had to cruise on back home.
After an active couple of days, it was time to relax and watch the sunset. We're leaving first thing in the morning. It's been an amazing time, but we all have to get back and do some work.
Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hey. Wished it away again in Margaritaville. Yes, I am, searching for my lost sugar salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame. Now I know.
Just like when you lock your keys in your car back home, I managed to lock my keys in the boat and had to break in. Pretty embarrassing and annoying, but also kind of funny.
Thank you to my friends, family, people on social media on YouTube for watching my videos and for sharing in my journey. Your support means so much to me. This is an incredible but also really challenging adventure that I'm on, and I couldn't do it without supportive people like you in my life. Be sure to like the videos, leave comments, send me emails. What do you want to see more of? More beaches, more local culture, sailing or cruising culture? Let me know. Could always use a little extra financial assistance, and for that I have a Patreon page, which is a website which allows your donations to help support creative lifestyles. By becoming a patron, you help me film more, share more of my adventures with more people. And you also get some really fun rewards. Be sure to check them out on the website. They even include opportunities to come visit me on my boat. Thank you again, and be sure to stay tuned for the latest episode.